Search is a powerful tool. It allows users to find, share, and access an almost infinite amount of content, regardless of how or where they connect. Understanding how Google search works is essential if you have an online business and you want your customers to find you. Whether you have a website, blog, social media profile, or Google My Business listing, Google goes through a whole journey to find your business, categorize it, and show it to your potential customers. First of all, Google needs to realize your business has a presence on the web. For this, Google constantly searches for new content to add to its huge catalog. This discovery process is called crawling. Google generally discovers web pages by following links from page to page, finding new content never seen before. Once the Google crawler, which we call Googlebot, has found your website, it has to understand what the content is all about. This process is called indexing. Just as you would organize the inventory of your store, whether it's shoes, sweaters, or dresses, Google analyzes the content on your page and saves this information to its index, a database considered to be the biggest library in the world. Now, Google has found your website, and Googlebot knows you have an online shop that sells clothes. What happens next? When a user types a search query, Google's systems sort through hundreds of billions of web pages in the search index, looking for the most useful and relevant results in a fraction of a second. This step is called ranking. For a typical query, there are thousands, even millions of web pages with potentially relevant information. Google has to determine the highest quality and most relevant answers, returning the content that provides the best user experience and most appropriate results. Some of these factors may include the user's location, language, and device type. For example, searching for "buy a nice shirt" might show different answers to a user searching from New York than it would to a user searching from Miami. Remember, Google search results are organic and generated through sophisticated algorithms that make thousands of calculations for each search in a fraction of a second, based only on the relevance of a page to a user's query. Google never accepts payment from anyone to be included in organic search results, or to alter a page's ranking in any way. When you use Google Search, ads may appear with your search results, but they are clearly labeled so they are easy to distinguish from the rest of the page. So now you know that Google crawls the web to discover new content, Google indexes the content, categorizing it like a catalog, and Google's ranking systems scan the index to serve the most relevant results to users. Your website should attract new potential customers. One way to do so is by showing up in search results. Methods of making your website appear when people search for the things you sell, like children's clothes, are called search engine optimization, or SEO for short. Think of it this way. SEO is like a shop window display. You want to make the shop window display interesting and attractive. SEO is about using the right words and serving relevant information to your potential customers on your websites. This can be done in a few different ways. Make sure your website contains useful information, like inventory, selection, pricing, location, and hours. Other best practices include create short, meaningful page titles. Use page headings that convey the subject of the page. Include a detailed About Us section that includes contact information, a description of your business, countries where you operate if relevant, and, if it applies, store locations and opening hours. If your website contains images and videos, make sure you describe them with alt text tags and other attributes to ensure that Google understands what they're about and that users with disabilities can also access the content. You should also make sure to use images to illustrate what you are selling and describe the items using keywords such as brands, colors, and descriptions of the items. Additionally, you'll want to pay close attention to image accuracy, descriptive wording, and relevancy of page titles. We've talked about positive methods to increase the visibility of your site, but there are also not so positive methods. These include things like adding invisible text to a website to trick people into viewing content. This, as well as other devious techniques designed to deceive indexing algorithms, are often described as black hat SEO and should be avoided. Google has many ways to detect techniques that intend to manipulate search rankings. These safeguards help ensure that search results remain relevant and accurate for users. As such, most of these black hat techniques don't work, and in the long run will amount to a waste of your time and money. Google provides tools to help you manage your SEO. Sign up for Search Console to see how your website is performing. Search Console is a free tool provided by Google to help you run your website and monitor its performance. It even sends you emails in case there is a problem, so you can focus on your business. If you don't want to do this alone, you can hire a professional. In the next episode, we'll talk about how to find and hire a great SEO expert. Do you have any comments about this video or this series? Please comment below, and we will see you in the next episode.